Welcome back to our channel. Today we will embark on an amazing journey together, from vast fields of walnuts to the crunchy snacks you love. Get ready, because we are about to embark on a fun and educational adventure to discover how this king of nuts is harvested and processed. Walnut fields, where the magic begins. Imagine yourself standing in the middle of a large walnut farm in California, which produces nearly 3 million tons of walnuts each year. The walnut trees are planted in straight rows, thousands of them stretching to the horizon. Each tree takes a few years to produce nuts, but once they reach maturity, they produce thousands of walnuts each season. What an amazing sight, right? But hey, don't think that walnut trees just sit there and wait for the fruit to fall. Farmers have to work very hard to take care of them, from watering, pruning, to checking for pests. Just a little mistake, and the whole harvest can be ruined. It's not an easy job at all. Walnut harvesting, the tree shaking war. When the harvest season comes, walnut trees prepare for a special shake massage, which we call harvesting. To harvest the ripe walnuts, people use a special machine called a tree shaker. This machine will hug the trunk of the walnut tree, then shake it vigorously to make the walnuts fall to the ground. Can you imagine thousands of walnuts falling like rain? It's a strange and interesting sight. But don't worry, these machines are very ingenious. They know how to shake the tree hard enough to knock the nuts off without damaging the tree. You could call it a professional massage for the walnut tree. Cleaning and collecting. The walnut march. Once the walnuts have fallen to the ground, they can't just sit there and wait. They need to be collected and cleaned. Giant sweeping and blowing machines come into action, quickly gathering all the walnuts into a neat line. Imagine it's a march of walnuts with the goal of reaching the processing plant. Next are the harvesting machines, also known as walnut collectors. They will collect all the swept and blown walnuts into a large barrel. These barrels are like warriors, ready to carry the walnuts to the factory to prepare for processing. Entering the factory. Walnut spa. When the walnuts arrive at the factory, they go through a thorough cleaning process. First comes the bathing step. Giant machines pour water over them, washing away all the dirt and impurities. You could call this the walnut spa step, where each walnut is carefully cared for. But don't think this is just a simple bath. The walnuts are massaged with high-pressure water jets, ensuring that they are completely clean, with no trace of dirt left on them. And if you think the walnuts just sit there and relax, you're wrong. They also have to go through a very strict inspection. Shelling. Walnut rescue journey. After being cleaned, the walnuts will go to the shelling step, where the walnut kernel inside will be rescued. The shelling machines will skillfully crack the hard shell of the walnut without damaging the kernel inside. This is an important step because the walnut kernel must be perfect to become an attractive snack. But don't think this is easy. After the shell is cracked, the walnut kernel and the shell pieces will be mixed together. Special machines will use wind, vibration, and filtration to separate the shell from the kernel. It is a challenging job, but in the end, the most quintessential walnut kernels will be selected to continue their journey. The nuts are mechanically shaken from the trees. From there, they're swept into windrows and then mechanically picked up from the orchard floor. After that step, they are delivered to a whole ear dryer, the holler dryer. We're removing the green outer husk or hull. After the whole husk has been removed, that walnuts were washed. Then they're dried to a stable moisture, generally around 8%. After the solar dryer, the nuts are delivered to a processor. Once the processor has received them, the nuts can be determined to go two different ways. It's an inch shell route, or as a shelling route. In-shell walnut processing involves sizing, then washing the sizing. Step walnuts pass through a punched hole drum that has different size holes in it, allowing different sized walnuts to fall through in the different areas. The walnuts then go through one last water wash to remove any last debris, and that's our then visually hand-sorted and packaged into sacks. The in-shell walnuts are then primarily shipped to export markets. If the walnuts are determined to be shelled, the walnuts are sized, then cracked. They're sized using a set of rollers that are shaped like an upside-down B, or the smallest walnuts are falling through at the top, and the largest walnuts are hauling through at the bottom. Walnut cracking traditionally has been done with a mechanically cylinder eyes machine, which is basically an outer cylinder that's fixed with an inner cylinder that is rotating, and as the nuts fall through, we're trying to be as gentle as possible. We just want to crack that outer shell off so that we're not damaging the kernels or breaking them into smaller pieces in the afternoon. After the walnuts shelled, the kernels are sized using a set of shaker decks and sized punch holes after the walnuts are sized a shell, and any fore material is then mechanically blown from the kernels. To remove any fore material, nuts are then categorized into sizes such as halves and pieces, large pieces, medium pieces, all the way down to a small nugget generally used as a topping piece. And finally, we visually inspect the product by hand. Sorting the walnuts are now ready to be packaged and shipped from California to consumers worldwide. I think it's important for people to know where their food comes from, because it comes from people like us that really care about their orchards and their trees, and ultimately the product that's delivered to them. Packing and departure. The adventure to your table. After going through all the steps from harvesting to shelling, the walnut kernels will be carefully packaged. Super-fast packaging machines will quickly package each bag of walnuts, ready for distribution to stores around the world. You can imagine that the walnuts are embarking on a new adventure, the journey from the factory to your table. And it's not just the machines, modern robots are also involved in this process. They will move, sort, and pack the bags of walnuts into boxes, preparing them for transportation. Giant trucks will carry these boxes of walnuts everywhere, from convenience stores to snack factories, where the walnuts will become the perfect snack you love. Benefits of walnuts. Nutrition. Superstar. Did you know that walnuts are not only delicious but also very good for your health? Walnuts are a rich source of healthy fats, protein, vitamins, and antioxidants. They are the perfect nut for those who want to maintain a healthy diet. And if you are looking for a snack that is both delicious and nutritious, walnuts are a great choice. Not only that, walnuts are also very versatile. You can eat them straight from the snack bag, or add them to salads, make cakes, or even mix them with yogurt. With so many ways to enjoy them, there is no reason why you should not add walnuts to your daily diet. So you have seen, from harvesting, cleaning, shelling, to packaging, every step requires meticulousness and high technology to bring us the most delicious walnuts. Hopefully, after watching this video, you will have more interesting knowledge about the journey of walnuts from field to your table. If you find this video useful and interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other interesting content. We look forward to hearing from you in the comments section below. See you in the next video.